Today, we will be taking a look at what many believe to be the best thing that has ever happened in Pokemon. And as you can see by the cards in front of you, what I'm referring to is Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution was introduced in Generation 6 of Pokemon, or Pokemon X and Y, and it introduced a new stage of evolution unlike anything we had ever seen before in the history of Pokemon. And in the Pokemon TCG, we got to see new cards and artworks unlike anything we had ever seen at the time, and most likely will never see again. When it comes to Mega cards in the Pokemon TCG, during the X and Y era, Pokemon went all out. Every single set, from X and Y base set to X and Y evolutions. For those that don't know, those are the first and final sets of the X and Y era. Every single set during that time contained Mega cards. And also, every single Pokemon that received a Mega Evolution got some sort of Mega card. And I say some sort because unfortunately, not every Mega card was available in a normal set. For instance, you have that Mega Garchomp EX right there in the middle. That was available only in the Mega Garchomp Premium Collection box. Other Pokemon such as Salamence, Swampert, and Blaziken also fell in that same category where they were not available in a normal set and were only available in these special collection boxes. Nonetheless, Pokemon made the effort to give every single Mega Pokemon a Mega card, and that, I think, is one of the coolest things we've ever seen in the Pokemon TCG. And here today, I would like to feature and show some of my favorite Mega cards from my collection. First off here, we have just some straight up normal Mega EXs and some details with these cards that are simply so cool are the lettering on the cards themselves. As you can see at the top there, we have the EX lettering, which is super cool, fan favorite special cards, the EX cards. But in front of them, we have the M. The Mega M is such a cool detail and we'll probably never see again on a Pokemon card. During the Scarlet and Violet era, as we currently see right now, they brought back the lowercase EX card, which is a throwback to the Ruby and Sapphire era. But I don't think we're going to be seeing these Mega M's come back anytime soon unless Pokemon does the impossible and brings back Mega Evolution as a whole. As you can see on these Mega cards as well, we have this strange lettering. And for those that may be confused, yes, you're looking at an English card with Japanese lettering on it. Something cool Pokemon did for the Mega cards was release the English cards, such as all of these cards you're seeing right here, in English, but have their move be in the artwork of the card in Japanese. For instance, this Mega Sceptile EX is using the move Jagged Saber, as it says so right there in Japanese. And in the Japanese printing of these cards, they have the full card in Japanese, as you would expect, although the move is in English. I'll put a picture up right now of some Japanese cards, and you guys could look it up yourselves if you are interested. That detail right there is unlike anything we've ever seen before in the history of Pokemon, and is so cool, and is a cool, like, compare and contrast or combination, you can say, of the Japanese and English printings. As we're seeing right now, Pokemon are attempting to make the TCG more uniform and more of the same by bringing the English TCG, the silver borders we used to only see in the Japanese printing of the TCG. But this is the first crossover, you could say, between English and Japanese with these Mega cards and these awesome moves in the artwork. Like, look how crazy and absurd it is. Look at all of these cards and look at the Japanese lettering of the move. It's unlike anything you've ever seen on a Pokemon card before, and it is simply so cool. Then you look at some of the extra efforts and details they put forth for some of these Mega cards. For instance, right in front of me here, we didn't just get a Mega Charizard. We got both Mega Charizard X and Mega Charizard Y. And I would like to give a moment of this video to acknowledge this beautiful card right here. I bought a single Flash Fire booster box when it first came out, put together as much money as I could to manage to buy that thing, and the only card I wanted was this Mega Charizard card right here. Mega Charizard X, my favorite Pokemon of all time. I went through the entire booster box, pulled 2 of these gold secret rare Mega Kangaskhan cards, but no Mega Charizard. And in the final pack of the booster box, I pulled that card right there. The final card of the final pack of the booster box contained my favorite Pokemon card of all time, and I just absolutely adore that card. It's the Dragon type. It's got the blue flames all around it. It's the Mega Charizard X. Like, it's the perfect Pokemon card in my opinion. And then you look at some of these other cards as well. Like, let's bring forth this Mega Alakazam right here. Look at the artwork on this card. Look at the spoons all around it. Look at the stance Alakazam is in. Like, it is so very cool. Then you look at this Mega Gyarados right here, which I will note is also a full art Mega card. It's a shiny Mega Gyarados. Like, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to make it a shiny card. They could have just made it an all blue card with a normal blue Gyarados. But no, they made it a shiny Mega Gyarados. Pokemon knows shiny Gyarados is one of the most iconic shiny Pokemon in the entire franchise, and they went out and decided to make the Mega version of the card a shiny as well, which is just so cool. Like, Pokemon genuinely went all out when it came to these Mega cards, and they did not disappoint, and they are one of the coolest and most iconic cards we will ever see in the history of the Pokemon TCG. And the one final card I would like to show you all today is a fan favorite Pokemon. It is one of, if not the most iconic Pokemon from the Pokemon anime. Probably second only to Pikachu, if I had to guess. And that is Ash Greninja. For those that don't know, during the anime of Pokemon X and Y, Ash didn't have a Mega Pokemon. In Pokemon Journeys, we do in fact see him with a Mega Lucario, but during the actual X and Y anime, he didn't have a Mega Pokemon. He had his dog, Greninja. And with Greninja, he had this special bond with him, and they had this mode called Ash Greninja, which he went toe-to-toe with the likes of that Mega Charizard X you're seeing right there, and that Mega Sceptile you're seeing in the background. And what we got to see was this card printed in the Pokemon TCG. Pokemon X and Y is regarded as many as being the best anime series of the entire Pokemon franchise, with the coolest Pokemon in that whole series being Ash Greninja, and we got to see it in this special promo card right here from the Ash Greninja Premium Pokemon box. I have 2 boxes myself. I'll put up a picture of one right now for you all to see. It came with a jumbo size version of this card as well. But as you can see on here, it doesn't just say Greninja. It doesn't have like the Mega M Greninja. It literally says Ash Greninja EX. You have your boy Greninja there with the cool details on him, grabbing that giant water shuriken on his back, and is just such a awesome card. One thing I would like to note is, unlike the rest, he doesn't have the Japanese lettering for the move he's doing right there. That may have been a cool detail they could have added in, but nonetheless, I'm not complaining at all. This is one of the coolest things Pokemon has ever done in the history of Pokemon TCG. This Ash Greninja EX card here is so cool and is such an iconic card, and is one of my favorite cards in my collection. If you haven't been able to tell already, I absolutely love Mega Evolution. It's one of my favorite things we've ever seen in Pokemon. The cards are without a doubt my favorite series of cards we've ever seen in the history of the Pokemon TCG, and we will probably never see anything like it ever again, unless, like I said, Pokemon pulls off the impossible and brings back Mega Evolution. Until then, though, until that day may come, we can look back on some of these beautiful cards we have right here. And that is all for today. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like these Mega EX cards, and let me know if you have any in your own collection. I thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and this is the Pokeplaya signing out.